What up? We're back. TheSaurus. Final table. Chip leader of the 4K guaranteed 8 max. $1,168 for first. And we are about to go on a rampage. Been feeling good all tournament. It's about time to make some paper. Minute away. Might as well rip this bowl a couple times and be a savage about it. You know? Nothing wrong with that. Out of this super clean Sherlock that I got from the Bay Area Hobies, NorCal Smoke Shop in Monterey Bay. Go there if you're ever in the A31 looking for anybody to take care of your paraphernalia needs. Those are the guys. Super cool. Very laid back dudes, always willing to work with people. They have every range of price, and they're battle fans, so shout out to them. 147 is the min cash, 1168 for first. The pay jump for the next person to bust out will be a $30 pay jump, and then after that it'll start to get a little bit better. Pretty top heavy as far as the payouts in this thing, but whatever. We're just trying to increase our profit margin for the day as we are free rolling at this point of the evening. Anything we make from here on out, pure profit. Played 13 tourneys today, cashed in a couple of them. Had another close call in the 66 buy-in, 30K guaranteed. Ended up busting like 23rd, which is super frustrating because, man, those tournaments, once you final table those, they can be like a week saver if you, top three those things. You can lock yourself up a profitable month. Definitely going to raise with the 2 6s if it folds to me. If this guy opens shoves under the gun, I'm folding. If this flyer opens, I'm probably folding. It seems to be on the tighter side. Don't got to worry about that, though, so we're just going to make it 13, 7, 7, 7. Because that way it'll be 77, 77 for the big blind to call. And if someone wants to be heroic, depending on his sizing, because I see Duke Queen thinking over there, there's a chance that we peel. Ooh, that's big. Wow, it's like almost 3-1 position. It's just like strictly set mining though, and is that something we do have position, and it's almost 3-1, but I don't know. I think folding is probably the right play here. He plays pretty solid against us. There's a couple of worse hands that he's going to do this with. It's never a worse pair that he's going to do it with, especially with 34 base. I don't think. Obviously, a ton of hands that have a smashed and everything else that we're flipping with, but nothing that we really have bearing. So I think I'm just going to let it go. Pick a better spot to either hit him with a 4-bet or play a pot in position with him. No worries. I just don't know if 40 bigs there is the right spot to set mine for. I mean, it's 20K more. That's like another 10% of my stack, basically. I don't know if I like flatting another 10% of my stack. Wow, we get an open rip for 19 bigs from Mac Dre. That's a big jam. I would have liked to see somebody call off there just so I could have noted what he's open ripping there. That's pretty interesting. Opens all in. I guess he's got some looser open shoves from late position, it seems like. I don't know exactly what stack sizes are, though, because it just says stacks between 5 and 15, between 5 and 18, 3 and 20, 5 and 15. But it looks like, I mean, I don't think he's open jamming there with like a terrible hand, but it's obviously like not a monster either. Could be like ace jack, ace queen, ace king, maybe. I don't know. That's weird. 7s, 8s. Those make sense. We'll probably defend here with the jack 9. 4-1 on a defend. Against a 20 big blind stack. A lot of flops that could fall our way and put him in a terrible spot. Top pair on the flop is pretty decent. I'm going to check call. You could opt to check raise here too. There's some turn cards that we're not really going to like, and maybe we want to put them to a test right here. I kind of like check raising actually a little bit better because I don't think there's going to be many worse hands that he reshoves with. And this way we don't have to see any of those nasty turn peels that we're not going to like so much. If he shoves here, it's an easy fold. But I don't mind the check raise just to sort of feel it out. He's just not, what, is he going to rip with 2 10s or something like that? I'd be really surprised. Ace king again, ace queen again, I'd be really shocked if he just spazzed off like that. He seems to have been pretty snug so far. The flat, I'm not the hugest fan of, but, well, I think I'm going to, the check again is, I don't know if I'm a huge, I just don't want to bet, have him shove, and then I'm just in, like, the worst spot possible. I feel like he's most likely going to check back here. He seems like he's been on the tighter side this final table, but I don't know. If he just bets like half pot here or something like that, what am I supposed to do? What is he flat with that I'm really beating? There's like, I mean, I guess I gave him sort of the right price to call with 2 overs, but not really. Yeah, like I can't call it jam. We just don't have enough information on the guy. He's Ukraine. He's from Ukraine. We don't have enough info to know if he's just absolutely spazzing off or if he really has a hand. I can't imagine with his stack size he would have just defended air. I feel like he was probably trying to like trap me or induce something. Yo. I guess we're just gonna fold here, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Let me know how you guys feel about this. How the way I played this hand. I guess I could have just gone check call flop, check call turn, and seen what happens on the river, but I don't know. I'm okay with the line that I took. It's just a matter of whether or not he just floats and then jams with some hand that has me smack. Like, I don't know. He obviously never has a 7 there. But I'm never, like, check raising air. Okay, I hope he wins this hand and goes to the chip lead. That sucks. 6 ball on the river, though. Oh, we get the chop. That's not bad for us. Short stack remains the short stack, who we still want to bust out of this thing. We have dropped down to 4th and chips, but it's not that big of a deal. We're not really too far separated from some of the other guys. And everybody is hovering in like the 25 or below big blind department, and that's pretty good for us too because I play very comfortably in these stages of these things. I pick my reshove spots really well. I know, where and when to put the right pressure on who, and it's another reason I think I'm going to end up heads up with either probably Mac Dre or Duke Queen. Hopefully it's not me and both of them in the final 3. That would be kind of frustrating. Let's get a call here from Duke Queen. Wow, both 10s. That's pretty interesting. Nice hands, guys. Those hands definitely played themselves. Open, 16 big blind reshove. Super standard from both. The call, obviously, and just funny that they have the same hand. I would have preferred her not having a pair. Or a smaller pair than those 10s. Button opens. Duke Queen, I feel like might... I was going to say he might defend. Pretty solid play. That's another fold. I guess I'm going to wonder about that Jack-9 hand. I don't know. I just don't know if I mean, I think I raised enough to where he isn't flatting with just 2 overs. I don't think he can. I think he has too short of a stack to flat with 2 overs there. But I could be wrong. I mean, Shit, maybe I'm wrong. And if that's the case, nice play. Well done. Well played. I hope you end up busting somebody. And then I end up busting somebody after that. Well, it looks like I might hop in third and chips. Fair enough. It's going to be another fold. Holding is my least favorite play in Hold'em. I've been fairly active this tournament, 2012. I should probably be 3-betting a little more often than I have been. But other than that, everything's been pretty decent. Turn and river aggression. Yeah, it's been steady aggression factor, steady 2s across the board on every street. Keeping it pretty mild-mannered. I guess I need to start applying a little more late pressure on people. Start popping some more turns and rivers. Alright. Short stack gets even shorter, and I can't be mad at that. They're down to 6 bigs now, so pretty much anybody who opens is going to be calling off to their jam. Hopefully somebody does open. If not, I would hope that they're open jamming and misfires calling off relatively wide. They should be calling off pretty wide here. 6 big blind shove. I know the guy plays pretty tight, but it's a 6 big blind shove. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's the second time. Okay, well at least she has the spade free roll. That's always nice. Spade ball. Yep, there it is. That's pretty unlucky for that person. But 7-handed. We get a pay jump. And we are like 5th in chips out of 7. But it's basically the 3rd, 4th, and 5th are basically the same stack size for the most part. Even 6th is really close behind us. And it's not like 1st and 2nd are leaps and bounds ahead of anybody. Not a lot of big blinds in play, which I think kind of favors me a bit, just with the amount of turbo, or the amount of turbo experience that I have. Jack 5 of spades is going to be a fold to an open from do queen to do queen squared. I'll just call him. I would say probably the best player on the final table, if not Mac Dre. I don't know. We don't have enough experience with the other guys to know. But he's super consistent and pretty chill. Like, seems cool enough, So, whatevs. I said in part 1 that we'll end up heads up against either him or Mac Dre. And we're going to open with the ace on the button, even though it is the ace-deuce offsuit. Haven't opened in a bit. We're going to make it 99.99 more for the big blind to defend. Hopefully he doesn't and we can just take it down. Or if he does defend, hopefully we just flop an ace and make our life easy. Not the best, most ideal flop for us. Pretty garbage flop. I'm actually just going to check it back one time. And hopefully peel that ace of diamonds on the turn. No. I don't know. I probably could have c-bet flop and maybe should have, but it's just not a board that I really like, and it hits almost all of his defending range, or at least a good amount of it. Ace of diamonds would be a nice river, though. It's actually not the worst river for us, so I'm gonna bet one time. And hopefully we can get him off of either a 5, or maybe we even just have the best hand to begin with, and we're going to take down the pot. I could either be value bluffing here, or I could be potentially getting him to fold a hand like a 5, maybe even a weak 6. I don't know if he does fold a 6. But let's go. Pick up a nice little pot. King was a good river card for us, especially when we check 2 streets. It kind of looks more like king high than ace high. People usually assume that a lot of, so someone's going to c-bet their ace high air more often than not. King high on that board, I might be more likely to just check down. I don't know. There's also a good chance that I was just value betting the best hand and not even, you know, value bluffing with the best hand. Next pay jump, we're at 177 pay jump, or min cash right now. Next pay jump is $51, which is not bad at all. Next pay jump after that is about 75. That's always nice. Just trying to increase the profit on the day. We are better than free rolling now, so that's always a good thing, especially on the tournament grind. To be free rolling at any portion of the day or better on the tournament grind feels really nice, because there's days where you just break every goddamn burn. But the same thing happens playing live cash too, obviously. And extending the chip lead is Do Queen. We came into the final table with the chip lead, not by a lot. Actually, we might have even been second to Misfire, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, done a decent job maintaining it. We've lost a few big blinds, but that was mostly that Jack-9 hand that I'm really curious about what other people are going to say and think about. Can't be mad at it. Really interesting spot, though. Maybe I made a mistake and folded. Should have heroed off. I don't even know if it's considered heroing. If it's top pair, I mean, is it considered standard for me to call off there? I could have just check called flop, check called turn, and seen what happened on the river, what the river card was and what he did. But I don't know. Something seemed a little Just want to pick up a couple of... Oh, let's go. I was going to say. Just want to pick up a couple of ladder spots here and put ourselves in a really good position to win this thing. Love playing, sub 30 big blind poker on these final tables. I feel like I navigate my stack relatively well in this spot. See, like folding that 9-4 offsuit there. I mean, I'm just saying. Queen 7 of Hearts is hopefully a hand we're going to be able to play. Oh, wow, he actually... we don't have enough to know anything about Police 909 still. We know we're going to fold this now. Hope y'all enjoy the holiday season. I'm out to Palm Desert tomorrow to go see my daughter, drop off some Christmas presents, take her to lunch, maybe go see a movie if there's anything dope playing. I'm actually going to check on that right now because she's awesome and way smarter than I was at that age, which is pretty scary. And I don't know, hopefully there's something cool that she wants to see. I'm super down, even if it... Ooh, 2 kings. Speaking of something I'm super down with, especially button opening 2 kings. Button opening 2 kings just feels awesome. Because more often than not, especially against competent players, you're going to get played back at. And we've got one European, which usually they play back at you. The other player, I believe, is from Thailand. And that's kind of interesting. I just hope they rip. Well, he calls and defends, and we just flop top set. So I'm gonna c-bet, but I don't want to overkill. But I feel like I should, I'm gonna bet a little less than half pot. I should probably bet a little smaller than this, but you know, if he has a gutter ball or something like that, he's going to call, and we might as well try to get max out of it. If you check raises or something, oh, okay, we just have quads now, so welcome to the show. Obviously going to check back here and just induce a bet. I'm hoping that he has a real hit. Well, please have a 9. That would just be amazing. If he has a, I mean, he's betting every time here, no matter what he has. But if he has a 9, there's like even a chance that we get him to get all his chips in. I mean, it sucks because he's never calling off unless he has quad 9s. But what's the? I mean, I guess min raising's probably the best thing to do. Jamming would be good, but he's never calling a jam. It just looks too much. He's never calling anyways. Maybe. I mean, we're laying him a pretty good price. Unless he has the 5th king. But yeah, he's just never calling. And we're like basically neck and neck with the chip lead right now. Quad kings, never a bad look. Gonna fold this queen 4 offsuit nonsense. How dare they? Celtics won today, which is awesome. But Edwin Encarnacion signed with Cleveland, which is fucking brutal. They get even better. Just what the Cleveland Indians needed was to just improve their fucking lineup. That's literally, that was, I mean, yo, they are a team that were like if they had a big bat in the lineup just this last year, they might have won the World Series. I mean, they have some good bats in their lineup, but they don't have a guy like him who can just go yard at any given second. Super explosive. He'll fit in so well there. Give him 40 games at first and then the rest of the season at DH or something along those lines. Or let like him and Carlos Santana just alternate if Santana's still playing first. Whatever. Either way, fuck. The Cleveland Indians are going to be good again next year. Andrew Miller. What a savage that guy is. I can't front, though. I love the Red Sox picking up Chris Sale. Holy shit. Never thought I'd see the day. It's funny because the night before the deal happened, I went to sleep and was hearing all this chatter about how he's going to Washington for their top 3 prospects. And I was just thinking, holy shit, what a pitching staff they would have. And what, like, really? The National, just, yeah, Scherzer, Strasburg, Chris Sale. That's a fucking scary top 3. Wow. But then I go to bed, I wake up, and he's a fucking Red Sox. That's so tight. 2 3s. This could be interesting. I think I'm folding. Yeah, I'm probably folding to the. Fuck. It's annoying, but I think I'm folding to the under the gun jam. Honestly, might be a little too tight. I mean, we just never. It's always a flip or worse. It's always a flip or worse. So we can find a better spot than that. Like if I would have button opened and he reshoves from the big blind, something like that, I'm calling. But under the gun too, I mean, it's more than likely like there. It's we're either smashed or flipping. It's never. He never has deuces there, or ace deuce or ace 3. Wow, maybe she'll want to go see Star Wars. That would be awesome. Passengers, I'd be down to go see that one if she is. I don't think she'll be down to see Assassin's Creed. Collateral Beauty. Oh, Fantastic Beasts. Wow. Well, hopefully I get to see an amazing movie with my daughter tomorrow. Take her to eat at the Cheesecake Factory or something dope like that. That's one of her spots that she enjoys. So, fuck anyone who's not down with that place. I'm gonna enjoy me some cheesecake with the little one. She's getting a dope cell phone for Christmas. And some other things. Shout out to my lady for getting her a nice little gift pack of things as well. Because she's a G like that. Police with the open... Oh, I guess it's... I mean, it's a 10 big effective jam. So I don't mind it. At first I was like, whoa, he opens 20 bigs. It looks like I'm going to be opening here and probably calling off to either of the short stack jams. I just think, well, now we can just fold. Because she plays pretty tight so far on the snug side. I'm actually going to give her the old green knit mark for now because she seems to be playing relatively tight. There we go. Let's get a call from Moore's hand. I wouldn't even mind a fold, but let's get it. Queen 4 offsuit again. Fold again. Nothing's changed here. Except for the fact that the Goonies are on TV and I want ace high to hold right now. 5 ball, ace ball. There it is. Drawing dead. We are 6-handed. Second in chips. Another $50 pay jump. And our min cash is going to be $228. Let's go. Next pay jump we go up to $304. And then the pay jump after that will be over $100. And then over 125. And then... let's just get into that heads-up situation, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I have to fold this king 5 of diamonds. 7 big blind shove, though. I'm hoping someone has something good enough to call so we can get 5-handed, get that pay jump a little sooner than I even expected. Let's go. Nice little day of profit so far. Can't complain. And it's just going to get better, especially if someone has a good enough hand to get it in. I wish that he just had a few less bigs and that I was in the big blind. But no worries. We've got 2 9 big blind stacks in play here. 6-handed. 1 14 big blind stack. And you can be sure. Okay, we get the open shove. She's been playing snug, so don't expect a bad hand to be calling off against her. Unfortunately, cannot open with the 10-7 of clubs. Don't have to worry about it, though, because the chip leader's taking care of things. He'll probably have to call off to a shove from either of those stacks, who are now down to less than 8 big blinds apiece. Anything that is good enough to open with for me, if she shoves, I'm folding. But if anything is good enough to open for me, then I have to call off to either of the 8 big blind jams. I was going to say I'll fold to police 20 big blind shove. He's been playing pretty tight so far, too, to be honest. Hopefully, Duke Queen, yeah, I was just going to say, hopefully he doesn't fire back at me, because that would just be annoying. We're just going to bet, like, less than 40% pot. There's not a lot that he can continue with on a board like that. It's easy for us to shut down if he does call. And, you know, there's the only hand that he rarely has a deuce that he's defending from the blind. There's a king that he's going to have, which is going to make it easy for us to just shut down and let him win the pot on a future street. He's defending rarely with, like, a worse ace high. Especially in that spot, I would even think he might try 3-betting me just because it's a good spot for him to do so, since the stacks below me, like, it means a lot for me. It means more for me for these guys to bust out, or, you know, more to me for these short stacks to bust out. Not Queen 4 offsuit again. It's been the theme hand of this final table so far, unfortunately. I have to fold to the 7 big blind shove. Nine 7 off will be good enough to maybe limp defend small if I get the chance, but I don't because the chip leader is playing accordingly. Let's go. Let's get a call this time. Come on, dude. Let's have a real hand and call. Not a real hand, so they fold. I don't mind that either, though. It's bad. I mean, I'd be okay with him doubling up like one of the tighter players on the table because most likely they're just going to play themselves back into the same spot within, 4 or 5 orbits. She's just going to keep folding, and it's really easy to just shoot blinds from somebody like that, especially as we get shorter and shorter handed. Her play is not going to change too dramatically, whereas me and the other the more aggressive guys at the table are going to be just pouncing all over that. Is Mac Dre gambling here? I'll take the under. Yeah. Good job, man. Gonna open. Wow. I'm actually gonna fold the Queen Jack. I don't really like it that much against either hand's jamming. I mean, I guess there's a lot of hands that like the short stacks jamming. We're like between 30 and 40% equity against a lot of hands that they're going to be jamming with, and I guess even flipping against a bunch of them. But I don't know, man. Like if I open there, I'm obligated to call that, and I don't know if I want to actually do that. And then double them and put them right back in a spot where they're almost neck and neck with me in chips. So I'd rather just, like if I had King Jack there, I'm opening. 8, obviously, Ace Jack, Ace 10, Ace 9 even, I'd probably open. Yeah, Ace 9 I open, Low Jack. I'm okay with a shove here from Duke Queen. There we go. There we go. Misfire with the fold standard, see? And then this guy's probably going to fold because there's 2 super short stacks and you want to make these pay jumps. That's what this guy's thinking about. You got to have a premium. He probably had folding a hand like Ace 9, Ace 10, or even King Queen or something. And who knows if Duke Queen had a worse hand, but it doesn't really matter because he knows he can just put pressure on both of these stacks because of these 2 being so short. See, if Mac Dre shoves here, I think I might have to call. I don't know, though. It's tough. Yeah, wow, 45. Yeah, I think I'm going to call. 5 big blinds, King 9 suited. I think I'm going to call. Ooh, he has the same hand. Okay, let's get a clubs. Free roll. Okay, fair enough. He's a 6. Night hand, night hand. Couldn't have King 10 or King 8 one time there. King 8 suited, I'm probably still calling the 5 big blind shove. Especially when I know Police is playing relatively tight. He's just not trying to put himself in these bad spots. Here I'm open. I'll probably fold to Warduna shove, but I will definitely obviously call the Mac Dre shove. Oh, okay. I said at the part 1 of this thing, I'm going to be heads up with one of these 2. I'm looking more like the first guy that I said is the candidate. The guy who has the chip lead for now. Watching Goonies for good luck. Super fire. Let's get a call. You can't fold too much there. 5 big blind shove. You have to have a really bad hand to fold. 7-6 is definitely good enough to call. Let's go 7s and 6s and hearts. 6 ball. Low ball. Ah. That's an unlucky river, but no worries. That was a $75 river card for us because the pay jump would have been 4. This is going to be an open, and if either short stack jams, I think I would have to call off to either one, even though they're 10 bigs. I know that we're smashed, I don't know, a small amount of the time we're smashed, but we're flipping a ton, and once we open for over 2 big blinds, Queen 4 offsuit again. How many times is it this final table? It's been a few, let's just say. We're getting walks here from Misfire, just like I said. She's just going to fold and dwindle, especially with these stacks here, and I'm cool with that. If they fold around to me, I'm going to raise. She's probably going to fold. I'm going to raise. I'm going to make it like almost 3x. Because that makes it a lot harder for him to just flat defend. And then if he shoves, we obviously are folding. But he's been playing really tight. And we have these super short stacks here, so he doesn't want to put himself in an awkward spot. Me and Duke Queen are just going to keep punishing, basically. We're going to punish those two every single time. And the other short stacks are going to try to outladder each other. So he and I are really in the best spots on the table. Let's get a call, Duke Queen. Not good enough to call? That's cool. No worries. I mean, he plays really tight again. I wouldn't mind if, you know, it's the same thing as Misfire. I guess I'd less like him doubling up this guy, Police. Because Misfire, you know, is just going to keep folding her blind back down to this exact same spot that she's in, no matter if or when she would have doubled up in any spot. She just plays tight. Nothing wrong with a snug approach. I hate having to fold that hand. But we got to do it when you got a 7 big blind stack behind you and a 9 big blind stack behind you. The open from one of the snug guys. Let's get a Mac Dre shove and a call. There we go. Let's get a reshove and a call. Reshove. No, let's get a call. Come on. Really? You just got some weak ace or like Jack 10 suited or something. Come on, man. Let one of the better players back into this thing to breathe. He had 5 big blinds. But he's got heart. Can't be a hater. 3xing. I mean, it serves the same purpose. Yeah, because then she can jam and he can still fold. Unless he really has a hand. But it's probably better than just ripping and having her snap. I'll take the over on getting a walk again. Let's go. Oh, dick. Ruined my party. We're kind of likely to get the walk to the small blind, though. Oh, and we're definitely raising if we get the walk to the small blind. Oh, that's actually, suit and everything, that is my favorite unpaired hand. I have other favorite hands than that are paired. But that's my favorite unpaired hand. Well, blinds are up, 6-12. With a 1200 ante. We get an open shove for 10 bigs. Hopefully a call off from the short stack of the tournament. Nope. And now everybody is basically floating around like the 12 big blind mark, or at least the shorties are, the medium stacks are. And this is great for me and Duke Queen, because we are just going to watch 3 of them most likely implode. One of them may benefit from it, but hopefully he and I are the ones that benefit from it, and we end up busting them when they shove. Hopefully they don't just take turns blind stealing like they're doing right now. If Wardruna shoves, one of them has to get it in, right? Right? I mean, unless you just have that bad a hand. That bad again, huh? 6-7, I don't even know if that's a call this time. Is it? Against 6 bigs? I don't think it is. Gates another fold. Hopefully I don't see another Queen 4 offsuit again for the rest of this goddamn tournament, though. 18 minutes until break. Something that I plan on surviving until, because we're going to get heads up in this thing and play for this 1168 so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to ship that, because I've earned the right to ship something. Let's make money. Ooh, we get another walk. Thank you, Misfire. She can just pounce on our blind anytime and I would fucking gladly dump it off. Well, it doesn't really matter what our hand is. We're going to be raising here because he plays tight. If he shoves, it's an easy fold, obviously. But you've got these other steps. The ICM comes into play here. It's a $75 pay jump for the next guy to bust out. And I know he doesn't want to be that guy. It's a $175 pay gap between the next two places. It's then easy fold for us. Super easy fold. No worries, still second in chips. Oh, here we go. We get a shove and a call from a better hand. Ace-8 of spades, we just need to fade running nonsense now. And we fade the running nonsense. We are five-handed. Our min cash is now 304 and some change. Let's go. Next pay jump will be over $100 to 406. Let's get another call here from the chip leader. I'm down. He can go on a heater. I wouldn't mind. Obviously, just looking for these shorties to bust so I can get heads up with the guy that I thought I was going to the entire time. And then we're going to dismantle him heads up because we have a whole lot of fucking heart. Let's go, ace-jack. Jack ball. Jack ball. No clubs, please. Ooh, terrible. That's a $100 river card. Oh, man. He's going to steam open now. I think I might even just fold this Jack-9 here. There's really no reason for me to get out of line, out of position, even five-handed, when I've got these stacks here that I would rather get out of the way so I can make more money. 7-9 off, I guess we'll need to limp with. He might try to jam. Wouldn't be shocked. I would let him take it, obviously, if he did. Never calling off with the second best 9 high. Easy check. I mean, neither of us can really rep an ace. I should have, I guess, in hindsight, really. 10 ball. Seems kind of doubtful. 2 9s. I'd be surprised if we had the best hand. He probably has jack high or something. He might have even made a queen on the river. But the thing is, we didn't make it. Yeah, we can't call. Maybe should have bet river if we wanted to win the pot, or at least try to win the pot. We should probably be putting more pressure on him, come to think of it. But it's okay. We did raise his blind so many times, and then when he finally came over the top, we insta-mucked, so next time I pop his blind, I wouldn't mind actually having something half decent. Let's get a call off. Oh, come on, man. I just want 3 of these guys. We're definitely going to be raising this. There's no question. I don't know if we're calling off to a jam, though. That's tough. Wow, and I knew it was coming. 12 bigs. Getting like 1.7 to 1. No, we're just going to fold. There's worse aces that he probably does that with, and there's even the king queens that he probably does that with, but I don't want to put myself as the short stack of this tournament and let him be the number 2 stack over a bad decision against in a spot where we could very likely just be smashed. And I'd be kind of surprised if he's doing that with worse ace, unless it's like ace-5 suited or something like that. But I don't know. We go down to 3rd in chips, which is kind of annoying, but it's cool. I've got more heart than anyone, so I'm not too tripping. Miss Fire has folded her way down to 8 bigs. Just like I said was going to happen. Which means we'll probably be looking at another pay jump soon. And we've got about 12 minutes left until the break. She jams, finally, and gets... Oh, there we go. Let's get it in. Wardruna behind. Let's get a nice big three-way shove. Okay, no ace, and we're feeling good with top set now. There it is. Four-handed. We are third in chips, four-handed. Not too mad. Min cash is now 406. Next pay jump, I think we go to 533 if I'm not mistaken. Yep. 533, pretty solid. Profiting a few hundred on the day, a little over 300 on the day. So far. A lot of rain today, which has been kind of whack, but whatever. We've been indoors all day, obviously. On the grind. Might as well give some snappers an update, you know? Let's go. Nice little snap vid. Four or five off. Nothing too exciting there. My bad. I was just responding to a text. Easy fold. And now we have 4 or 5 off again. Another easy fold. Looking for a rejam spot here, more than likely. The bigger stacks I expect to be opening more frequently, putting a little more pressure on us little guys. Yo, why are people going ham? Stupid ass YouTube. I need snap, my bad. Stupid ass snap. 406 min cash. Let's get some money though. I want to make this 11 hundo. These guys pretty neck and neck in chips. Fighting for the chip lead on this hand. Winner of this hand obviously takes it down. We would have made sort of the nuts. I mean, not actually the nuts, but probably the best hand. With the 4-5, but wasn't trying to get out of line with it with 18 bigs, especially blinds are going to go up pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. And wow, that's a chunky river bet. You could easily have a running sevens, but like, you know, a 7-9 hand or a 5-7 hand or a 7-10. I don't know, I didn't see the rest of the hand though, so I'm not sure. 5 minutes until blinds go up. What happened? 8-7. He did make running sevens, but he also had a pair on the flop. We might be getting our money in here. Yikes. I'm going to open button. Wow, if Duke Queen opens, I think I'm jamming, to be honest. I think Ace-9 is just too strong to fold. 17 bigs. We're going to open here. If the big blind shoves, we're calling off. Can't fold to him again. I'm just not doing it. And if we're unlucky, so be it. But I've already decided beforehand. 15 bigs. There's obviously going to be a lot of worse aces that he's going to do it with, especially against the button jam. That's a great flop for us, especially because it doesn't look like it really hits our range. I'm going to bet half pot because that looks even more like it didn't hit us. And then maybe we can induce a jam out of him and we can just snap him off with like a shitty little 5. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Bink. Worst 9. Just like I was saying. Let's go. Come on. Woo! And we are now second in chips 3-handed. Let's get it. 533 min cash. The next jump is $711, so a little $180 pay jump basically. Gonna fold the 3-7 offsuit. Clearly. Might have to start getting the old Instagram ready, because you know that I'd be taking my heads up photos whenever I get there. Let the old following know how things are going. Making a nice chunk of profit so far today. A little over 4 hundo in profit so far today. We were basically free rolling coming into the final table, which was cool. And Jack 6 off, give him a walk for once, just to let him know that we're not always trying to pounce. I still think there's a reasonable chance that I get heads up with Duke Queen. Though I would prefer not to, even though I guess I'm less experienced against, or I have fewer hands with Police 909. But, I don't know. I just know that Duke Queen is super solid, and I don't know if that means I would prefer playing the unknown or not, though. I guess it's kind of interesting. 6 minutes until break. Something I, once again, plan on surviving to. And then, if that's the case, obviously we'll be coming back with part 2. I mean, part 3. Gonna defend the Jack 10 offsuit, though. No question, and we're gonna flop the nuts. I was really hoping that one of these days I would have Jack 10 and flop the nuts the way people so often do against me. Can't really do much to continue there. I mean, he's c-betting pretty much everything, even his air. There's nothing I can really represent with a check raise. I mean, cool. What am I representing? 7? Gonna limp defend here. Shout out to Joe Ingram hitting me up, because he knows that we're 3-handed. And we flop the old bottom pair. Check, call for the sake of pot control. I think I can maybe comfortably bet, assuming I might have the best hand right now. We're going to probably end up check calling river. Actually, I don't even know. Yeah, there's enough hands that miss against us, I guess. I mean, is he really checking back a 10 on the flop? There's probably better 5s that he's calling with when we bet turn. But there's even deuces that he's calling with. He could have 3-4, yes, but he could have 4-6. He could have Jack 8. He could have Queen 9. I'm gonna call one time and just see what. Okay, he did have a 10. He checked back a 10. I like it. Nice hand, nice play. And now me and Duke Queen are basically even in chips. I'm gonna fold the 8-9 with 25 bigs and let Police start putting the pressure on this guy more. Hopefully I can be the one to bust Duke Queen, though, so that I can get even in chips with Police to go into heads up, and then I'll just dismantle his life. I wouldn't be mad, though, if he busted Duke Queen, obviously. Nice $180 pay jump. Always a good look. And now he and I both have 20 bigs, but I have Ace King, so all of my money is going to be going in on this hand, most likely. 100% against any type of open. I'm just going to pile him and hope that he calls off bad here. But I know he's really not going to. I'm just padding my stack by 34K, which I'm very okay with, padding it by 15%. I don't want to raise 3x or some weird amount like that. Going to do the old limp with the King 3. I feel like he's probably going to let us take a flop again. If he doesn't, I guess I'll probably fold even though suited King. Yeah, I'm going to check, maybe call one time here. I did flop a pair, which is hard to do. Short-handed, especially. I'm going to check again, which I think he might do the same. If he bets this time, I think I might fold. There's just not a lot of river cards that I can like. Yeah, he bets like 2/3 pot. It's not a lot of river cards that I can like calling a river bet if I choose to go further in the hand here, other than a 3 or maybe the offsuit king. But even the offsuit king completes some stuff that he could be betting with, and I'm not really trying to put myself in the old bad side of a guessing game nonsense. I hope that he raises a... let's get some action. have to fold the jack deuce on the button. I at least want to see some fireworks between these guys. I should probably put down that I got the final table. Let's get it. I'm gonna fold the 9-7 off. Hopefully Duke Queen just shoves and gets called off against police though. I'd be cool with it. King 5 of diamonds is a pretty decent hand. Good enough to maybe raise one time. I'm hoping he doesn't come back over the top, but we haven't raised his blind. Just a couple orbits. Not the worst flop for us, not the best either, but gonna c-bet it here. Always c-bet on these paired boards when I'm the one dictating the pace of the action. It's just so unlikely that they hit a piece of it. If they did, it's really easy to shut down. Hopefully he didn't, of course. I hate flat. Oh, that sucks. Well, that's not the worst turn card for us, especially if he was just like flatting with air. It's also, it's not too, it's not a great turn card for us either though. Because he could be flatting a weak ace high pre and then defending on the flop with an ace high. Makes a little bit of sense for him to do something like that. Ugh, I hate that it's a spade. I really hate that it's a spade. If it was just a brick ace, I would really think about calling a river bet here. I still have something to think about if he decides to river bet here. Because he could be turning a 3 into a bluff. Wow, he bets 35k. He could very easily be turning a 3 into a bluff. He could also very easily have a queen or an ace. I think I might have to... Wow, it's really cheap. I think I'm going to make a bad call here with king high. But it's just such a good price. Flush. Oh, he has an ace. That's sick. Yeah. It was just not too likely. And I guess that'll be the end of part 2. So we'll come back with part 3. I will be a little more dabbed out, so I'll be less annoyed about the situation. TheSaurus, once again, thank you for joining me. Catch you guys very shortly. I'm going to start uploading these tonight, and I'll do them day by day. Release them day by day. But thanks again for joining me. Glad we could be at another final table. 533 is the min cash. 1168 up top. Let's get it. Peace.